Shalom, family. Shalom. I'm coming to you guys today with a video that I think you guys might find interesting. So, around all the time that this stuff started happening to me, like the orbs, etc., one night I was, just laying in the bed and I decided I was going, started to record because sometimes orbs are in my video. And like even this video today that I rewatched of me performing because I do music and I was performing at a show and I rewatched it because on Facebook how the memories pop up like this day a year ago this happened. So it was one of those and I was rewatching it and I'm just orbs just flying everywhere. I didn't notice at that time. So similar to that, I was I was getting my camera out and I was going to record to see if any orbs showed up this night, and it was nighttime. But this particular time when I started recording, I realized, well, when I pulled the camera out, I didn't even start recording. I just had the camera on me and my whole room was dark, but the TV was on. I noticed that the light from the TV was making my eyes glow like a cat. You know how cats' eyes glow and stuff like that. It looked exactly like that. Um, I had never seen that before. I just knew it wasn't normal. I'm like, this is not normal. I ain't never seen my eyes glow like this in the nighttime. Now, if you watch the last video I did, and if you pay attention, my eyes are glowing. Like you can watch the whole video, and my eyes are glowing through the whole video, and it wasn't even that dark. I had my living room light on and the light from the phone was shining on my face. It is the biggest butterfly I ever seen on one of my flowers, and it's beautiful. Okay, I'm sitting on the porch, y'all. So I noticed my eyes was glowing through that whole video again, and I haven't, I don't like pay attention like every day. I'm trying to see if my eyes glowing. So, it's like I just notice it and I go on, about my business because I figure, well, everybody's eyes must glow. That's just what I figured. But now I think it's different. I think that it's, I was reading that higher dimensional beings' eyes glow. Higher dimensional beings or spiritual beings. So I wanted to read a little bit about this to you guys. And also they call it so let me get on my internet up so we can read about it. So what animals have, like cats, dog, and everything, would make their eyes glow, it's called the tapetum lucidum. So it say humans don't have this tapetum lucidum layer in their retinas. If you shine a flashlight in a person's eyes at night, you don't see any sort of reflection. So I'm like, okay, well, it's the opposite for me. You do see reflection. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, sorry y'all, I had to go yell at my kids. No, I'm playing, but no, they making a lot of noise. It's too early for all of that. So it say that the tapetum lucidum layer in their retinas. Now, watch my video, y'all. Please go back and watch my video. Come back and comment and tell me if you saw my eyes glowing or if I'm just some sort of crazy person and I'm tripping. I can handle it. I might just be crazy. But go back and watch that video from last night. I think I actually did do a video about my eyes glowing. I don't know. I don't know if I did, or I might have just mentioned it in the old video or something. So I say humans don't have this tapetum lucidum layer in their retinas. If you shine a flashlight in a person's eyes at night, you don't see any sort of reflection. The flash on the camera is bright enough, however, to cause a reflection of the retina. What you see is the red color from what the blood vessels nourishing the eye. Now, mines don't shine like I've seen that when people take pictures and their eyes be red on the picture. That doesn't happen to me. Now, what has happened is I take a picture and my eyes will be purple. I've seen it twice. And you know what? Let me see it. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to see if I can find those two pictures. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So I found it. This is a picture. I was 18, just had turned 18, and I was at a club. And if you can see my eyes, they're like purple or something. Like if you see my eye right there, it's like purple and I don't know, or like blue. And somebody told me on one of my videos one day, like, oh, they thought my eyes was blue. And I was like, no, my eyes is brown. It was like, oh, your eyes look blue on the video. I could have, he was like, I was sure your eyes was blue. But maybe what he's saying was purple, or it's purple or blue. I don't know. So that's once. And look, so this is the same exact day. Look, my eyes are brown. They're not like that in this picture. It was in this picture, and it could just been the lighting around me. I don't know. But okay, I'm gonna pause it again just because I don't want to go through all the video, all my whole Facebook. And y'all see my whole life. Hold on. Okay, so I found other pictures. So this was the other night, and this was more recent. This was maybe last year, and this is actually the performance that I was saying I was at when the orbs was all around me, and maybe I'll show y'all. So if you see my eyes, they're like doing that same thing. So my eyes don't do red in pictures. They do like a purple color or something. I don't know. So that's one. And then you can see it again actually here. And this is the picture that it was like really, prevalent in. The other one, it wasn't so prevalent, but it was still, you could still see it. Because if you go here to this picture, you can see my eyes there. So, let me see. This was actually the performance, and I'm gonna let y'all see it. It's no sound, but you can just see all the orbs start flying around. And I just actually noticed it today. So I don't know if y'all catching them. They move too fast for me to point out. So you seen that one just fly across. It's another one just fly across. They're in the background too. They're just flying around everywhere. This was actually a good performance, y'all. I had a lot of fun this night. I do rap and R&B, but I haven't really been doing any music since last year because so much other stuff has been happening in my life that's just, changing my path. And I don't know, maybe it's still in my path, but it's just been so much going on. Okay, so we done with this. I just wanted to show y'all that I rewatched that and seeing all the orbs flying around. But that was actually the same night that my eyes was glowing. So Coincidence or I don't know. Okay, so I came across this other page. It say what causes glowing eyes in supernatural beings or entities. And they actually was talking about the, tapetum lucidum. So it say a great many paranormal creatures seem to display the blatantly identifiable characteristics of brilliantly illuminated eyes, radiance well beyond that of natural nocturnal animals, such as those of the feline variety. In that case, what we're seeing is the reflection of minimum environmental light rather than the eyes actually creating visible photons on its own. Such nocturnal eye luminance is caused by the tapetum lucidum, which is a reflective layer on the back of the eyeball meant to bolster available dim lighting to increase night vision. Some supernatural entities have a similar reflective element to aid in this supersight, and it may account for a duller glow only visible in darkness. However, the manifestation of vivid, eerie ocular illumination visible even in the daylight is clearly a paranormal production. So I say, yeah, so I say the shining eyes of the supernatural are Mother Nature's way of sending forth a warning, and it has its ultimate source in the metaphysical energy realm. Virtually every supernatural being with true glowing eyes has lineage derived from a higher dimensional source. This includes angels, demons, jinn, and even heavenly souls of higher dimensional afterlife humans. And I told you guys, I believe I'm sixth dimensional being right now. So I used to have a pendulum, and we ain't go get into that. Long story short, I asked, was I in the sixth dimension one time? And then it said yeah, it said I was in the well, I was asking what dimension was I in. So pendulums can only do like a yes and no answer. So you got to ask each dimension. So it's like, am I in the first dimension? And it was like, no. Am I in the second dimension? No. Am I in the third dimension? No. Am I in the fourth dimension? No. Am I in the fifth dimension? No. Am I in the sixth dimension? Yes. So that's how it was. Like it don't talk back to you. It don't do that to that if you don't know what a pendulum is. So it's a so I know, I'm higher dimensional. And I know people, it's like I don't want to be, I always got to say, I'm not trying to sound condescending because it's like some people be like, oh, her ego too big or she this, that, and the third. I'm just trying to be truthful. I'm just trying to tell y'all what I'm experiencing. So it's a virtually every supernatural being with true glowing eyes has lineage derived from a higher dimensional source. This includes angels, demons, jinn, and even the heavenly souls of higher dimensional afterlife humans. Souls that eventually ascend to godhood status, which in turn manifest psychokinetic powers present in a latent form within everyone's junk DNA. Now, ain't this, see how it's just coming to what we talked about in the last video? My eyes was glowing while I was telling y'all about the since 144,000. While I was telling y'all about the abilities that we gonna have. Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me I'm crazy. Coincidence? It's no coincidence. Nothing happens by accident, okay? I've learned that in my life. It's no such thing as a coincidence. So it say souls that eventually ascend to godhood, and what we've been talking about, raising the chakras to open that third eye, communicate with God. Ain't that what we've been talking about? Ye are gods. You are the vessel of the God. Trying to tell you. I was just saying that we're going to have powers, that we getting powers, psychokinetic powers present in latent form within everyone's junk DNA. There's also the practicing of magic, which can produce eye effulgence. The eyes have always been considered the window of the soul, and since ancient times. Now this was blew me because I started reading this, and this was my very own thought before I even read this, because I was like, well, my eyes is going, the eyes is the window to the soul. So keep that in mind, well, let's go ahead and talk about it right now. I'm not even going to wait. I see people all the time, like no matter whether it's daytime or not, my eyes always have like a little white glow, like the little white dot in the middle of your eye. Mine is always there. It's always a glow right there. My eyes are not just black, the whole like circle. You can see people and their eyes are like all black. Now it's not like all black like in the movies where the whole eye is black. It's just the whole circle is black. They don't have that little circle, that little light circle in the middle of the black. If y'all know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to explain this the best I can for y'all. Those people don't have a soul. Do you understand? They need to. I don't know if they demons. They demons, y'all. Can't even sugarcoat it. They demons. They need to raise their frequency. But I don't know if they being possessed, like if they're possessed by demons or they're just physically in a demonic state and they need to raise their frequency. Okay. So I had to throw that out there. This is how you can tell if a person is demonic or not. Look at their eyes. Look at their eyes. Oh, it's a little hummingbird out here, y'all, on the flowers. Oh my good. Let me see if I can turn the camera on and get it. Oh my God, hurry up. Because I look crazy. I don't want it to turn on. I'm not going to see that. But so yeah, look at their eyes, y'all. Look at their eyes. Look at their eyes. So let's say, and when you see people who eyes glow, if your eyes glow, then no, you on a higher dimension. You are of some higher dimensional being. If you know you don't practice magic, or I think it all tie together. We're just magical anyway. Higher dimensional beings is just magical anyway. Okay, now we even talked about the powers that the 144,000 astro traveling and all of this stuff we're going to be capable of in the last video. And since 144,000, now today I watched the video over and I seen my eyes was glowing. I read this and it started talking about powers and psychokinetic powers and all this stuff. So I say this has included both insights into one's consciousness within their physical mind and their ultimate true nature within the higher dimensional metaphysical mind. After all, the eyes translate the ultimate source of information in our reality, along with being the source of the electromagnetic force known as light, or more precisely, photons. Now, this is crazy because I just found this new guy. I forget what his name is, Dr. something B, and he was just talking about photons in the video, and I've been talking to y'all about the electromagnetic field in many of videos, so it's like it's all coming together. It says it's thought the universe itself is more or less a hologram or of energized information. Certainly metaphysical manifestations into our reality cause the creation of photons. Our very souls are made of metaphysical light energy that is the pure consciousness information programming our biological bodies in its reality. Paranormal beings have glowing eyes because of the higher dimensional metaphysical energy surging through them. Now, what did I tell y'all? What else did I tell y'all about the lights flickering and stuff? And I'm a conduit. The energy can go through me. Okay, it's all coming together, y'all. Often define the laws of nature and even physics. Definitely, it makes no biological sense that a vampire could be dead yet have animated sapience, along with displaying the characteristics of cellular regeneration. It's the demonic dark energy sustaining them via the vampire virus that lusts for the sanguine energy imbued in live blood. The massive metaphysical energies that circulate through supernatural beings create light that naturally will be displayed in the organ that receives photon light information. And what organ is that, y'all? The pineal gland, the third eye. We even talked about it in my Unlocking the Script. The light is the information. Oh, okay, we bringing it in. The enchanted eyes can indeed transmit photon energy as well. All beings making eye contact are separately communicating with each other's minds outside of conversation or shared activity. The infamous vampire compelling hypnosis relies heavily on deep gazing into the darkest depths of one's mind. In part, the eyes are delivering a metaphysical message to the brain to comply with their commands. I say in general, ocular luminosity may occur at will in various supernatural beings, but it is also prominently occurs during various intense emotional states, almost like a 1970s mood ring. And that's what I was saying. Maybe both times I was out, and both times when my eyes was going like that, I was out. And both times I was actually performing, because I didn't tell y'all I was performing in the first video, because I did used to be an exotic dancer. So I was actually at a club where I was um, dancing. So where I was going to perform at before the show had started. So both times I was performing. So I don't know. Maybe that got something to do with it. I don't know. But I'm not a dancer no more. I still do music, and it's like I just like to be a performer. I still do music. I could play 6 instruments. I sing, I rap. Um, and I mean, I'm just always felt like I was well rounded. I'm smart academically. I'm a spiritualist. It's just everything. I'm a STNA. I'm about to be a licensed practitioner nurse. So it's like you a nurse, rapper, singer, musician, just all this stuff. I always just felt like I was a well-rounded person. But I don't want to start talking about myself, because I don't want y'all to feel like I'm being condescending. Okay. So anger is the most common trigger, and the crimson is the color usually displayed in the eye glimmering for that emotion. Although metaphysical illumination can fall into every range of color, even outside one's natural eye tint, many times the creature's natural eye color simply glows brightly in that hue. Some beings may have constant ocular shimmering due to an overload of power within them, while others might be devoid of all light, displaying completely cold black eyes. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Now, see, they lie to you, and they make you think that the whole eye got to be black, like in the movies, where the whole eyeball is black. No, 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 baby. It's just you don't have that little white dot. You don't have that little white spot, that lifeline. You ain't got no life in you. You don't have that little life spot in your eye. Usually seen, okay, usually seen in a deeply demon possessed human or other diabolical denizens of darkness. This signifies a pure metaphysical energy vacuum sucking in all supernatural energies. If you see an entity's eyes turn completely dark, including the whites, then you're most likely already dead. Running at that point would be futile, although I guess it wouldn't hurt you to try. Now that's that, extra demonic stuff, but no, I'm talking about just they don't have that white dot line, that white dot in the middle of their eyes. Now tell me I'm lying. You ain't never seen nobody with that white dot in their eye. Like, why you don't got the white dot? So say humans can display brilliant ocular illumination when practicing powerful magics, manifesting their psychokinetic, P PSI powers. I don't know if that's a word or just an acronym. Psi powers. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I've been telling you about these psychokinetic. What was we talking about? Telepathy and so on. And sometimes when being possessed by various higher dimensional beings. And we've also been talking about that. We've been talking about letting God use us as a vessel also as well. So, we've been talking about that. We've been talking about, Jesus being the Lord of hosts. And, host means a body that can be inhabited. We've been talking about the Christ consciousness inhabiting us and being vessels, clean vessels. And, we've been talking about all of this. So, and it says, can be someone who has temporarily, okay, One of the most dangerous eye glows in human can be from someone who has temporarily borrowed magic, and it is seriously supernaturally straining every cell in their body. In standard humans, each of a shimmering show often means they have far exceeded their body's capacity to handle a metaphysical energy current. It can only be a matter of time before the metaphorical light bulb that is their body bursts. This is especially true for new superpower players, witches, warlocks, wizards, and sorcerers, apprentices, along with those under willing possessions. The level of ocular radiance is a standard gauge for those just getting started with their superpowers or practicing magic. They know that the metaphysical energy will slowly condition their bodies to handle their powers to an extent so they can do more without burning out, both mentally, physically, and spiritually. Even normal humans need to sleep and disconnect from their physical bodies to dream in the astral plane for the purpose of preventing metaphysical soul energy from wearing out the biological body. That's why we gotta sleep. Did y'all hear that? We gotta sleep so that your soul don't burn out your body? What? I've been watching this show called Magicians actually, and okay, they call it a stipend or something. What happens is they get so much power that their body burn up in like a blue flame. So that's kind of what they talking about here. And then their soul is just wandering without a body because they didn't burnt their body up from too much power and energy. I'm like, I need to slow down for I didn't burn my body up. Let's be to burn myself up. I'm serious, y'all. Let me quit playing. Okay, so let's say Okay, so let's say, okay, okay, energy from wearing out the biological body. That's where we was. Metaphysical meaning of enchanting eye illuminations. Outside one's natural eye color, the general colors of glowing may mean the following. Not a complete list by no means. Okay, how long? Okay, we ain't even 30 minutes yet. That's good. Red anger, usually an extremely dangerous entity, many times demonic based. Natural eye glow for alpha werewolves. Orange, extremely varied, general excitement, usually signifies fire. Pyrokinesis, arc demons. Dragons, most common color in werewolves in human form when assessing enhanced abilities or just before and after transformations. Also natural color in omega werewolves. Yellow, a very agitated state, in some cases a healing energy. Sun gods, natural color for beta werewolves. Green, magic in use, especially when calling upon nature deities and Mother Earth. Good luck, such as in leprechauns. Blue, hydrokinetic powers. And you know what? I think my eyes, I'm a Pisces, I'm a water sign. Maybe my eyes is like a blue purple. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's like a mixture of both. Magic's calling upon water based nature deities. Mermaids, I often feel like when I was a kid, I loved mermaid. My middle name is Ariel. I love the Little Mermaid. My whole room was the Little Mermaid. You couldn't tell me I wasn't a mermaid. I had a Little Mermaid that I used to have in the tub with me every time I got in the tub. Telling you. So when I seen that, I was like, wow. Extremely peaceful yet energized state in some beings. The color blue has been associated with depression, However, depressed states are low energy and therefore don't usually manifest eye glow. Blue flickering, so depression, if your eyes is glowing blue, it's not depression because they just said when you depressed, you don't manifest eye glow at all. It's a blue flickering could occur as a deep sadness gives way to crimson anger. Purple, gypsy magic, animal-based magic, unholy fire and vampires about to burst into flames, or dark priests calling upon unholy energies. Rainbow, beings with rainbow creation powers such as rainbow nymphs and fairies may be displayed in unicorns and leprechauns riding rainbows. White, and this is usually what mine is, so if you go look, I don't know if it's white or silver, but I guess I'm gonna go with white. If you go look at the video last night, it was white. Full light spectrum emitted forth in mixed form tends to be a healing energy, often angels or other innocent holy entities. Maximum state of peace in some beings, unicorns. Gray, seen in ghost possession of humans. Some immortals display this eye glow, sometimes seen in gray witches. My last name, I don't know if it's like a white, gray, or silver, but my last name, my grandmother, great great grandmother's name was Gray. And my family then told stories about people in my family being witches. We're not going to get into that. Black, metaphysical energy vacuum, no light energy emitted forth, usually demon related. Oh, and the reason why I brought that up because our last name is Gray. Their last names was Gray. Black, metaphysical energy vacuum, no light energy emitted forth, usually demon related, usually involves the white of eyes being black as well. So the white of the eye is black, but not the white of the eye that they try to make us think in the movies. That little white eye life circle in the middle of the black. They don't have that. Now, maybe that's just mean you real vibrating, real low. And maybe the all black mean you demon possessed, but both is bad. So that means you both is bad either way. Brown, powers of disease and toxicity. Plague doctor thought to have glowing brown eyes under his mask when marshaling forth a disease to release into his surroundings, a sign of sickness in some beings. There may also be any combination of colors if multiple metaphysical energies are manifesting within an entity. Okay, so, but yeah, I mean, this like blew me. This blew me. I'm like, my eyes is glowing. What y'all think? What y'all think? I already told y'all I think I'm an angel in my Halo video. Y'all think I'm crazy. I mean, it's something activating in my DNA, that's for sure. And I'm sharing this experience with you guys as I go. And I guess so I don't feel so crazy by myself. I'm not normal anymore. I used to be a normal person. No, but I wasn't made to fit in. I was made to stand out. I always say that anyway, and now it's actually happening. So can't be mad. You gotta be careful what you wish for. Okay, family. I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Go watch the other video. Tell me if my eyes was glowing. Tell me what y'all think about this video. I'm just believe that I'm a higher dimensional being. That's you don't have nobody has to believe that watches this video. I'm just I guess putting it out there to get it out of my mind before I have like a burst of energy and become like a niffin, a Stiphin, like the people and the magicians. All right, y'all. Shalom, family. Until we meet again.